Furness Abbey between Barrow and Dalton-in-Furness is a magnificent ruin of one of the wealthiest Cistercian abbeys. Founded in 1127 by Stephen, Count of Blois, it was built entirely out of local sandstone and passed in 1147 to the Cistercians, who gradually enlarged and rebuilt the original ornate church. By the 15th century, it had been completely remodelled and had become the second richest and most powerful Cistercian abbey in England, behind Fountains Abbey in Yorkshire, before its ruin after the dissolution of the monasteries in the 1530s. With the aid of an audio tour, you can walk around the many buildings which made up the abbey, and the visitor centre next door houses an extensive exhibition about its history.
I'm Jackie Baxter and I'm here at Abbey Mill Coffee Shop at Furness Abbey. We do breakfast, lunch and afternoon tea, and we use local produce. This site is absolutely beautiful and the views from Furness Abbey are absolutely stunning. The interior of the coffee shop is as old as the Abbey. We open 7 days a week, 10 AM for breakfast, through lunchtime, and then for afternoon tea we close at 5 PM. The garden area is important to us. People like to sit outside. It's beautiful surroundings, beautiful views. It's a nice little sun trap, and people like to just sit here all day and enjoy the food and the drink.
Set in 14 acres of private woodland and gardens, the nearby Abbey House Hotel was designed and built in 1914 by Sir Edwin Lutyens. Many dignitaries have stayed there, including King George V and the Queen Mother, whilst visiting for the launching of ships in Barrow.
The hotel has 61 bedrooms, ranging from our standard rooms up to our gorgeous Princess Suite, which is the main honeymoon suite. We have got 4 brand new rooms over in the lodge, which have just recently been done up, I think about April time. So they are absolutely stunning rooms to be staying in. When you go into our bar, you can get a lovely selection from our bar snack menu, which is quite varied, or you can eat from the a la carte restaurant. The restaurant is basically open to guests in-house and people that would like to just walk in from the streets. Well, recently we were voted the best wedding venue in Cumbria, so it's exceptional that we won that. We're very, very proud of ourselves for winning this award. People here can get married within the building itself, so they don't have to get married at the registry office or even a church. They can incorporate the whole day here. And as you can see, we have got beautiful grounds to get all their pictures and everything like that done.
Dalton-in-Furness is the nearest town to Barrow and was the ancient capital of Furness. It has its own castle, which was mentioned in the Domesday Book, though the town is most widely known now for being the home of South Lakes Wild Animal Park and having a popular Furness leisure centre.
Well, Dalton Leisure Centre essentially is a community centre which was built by the community, opened in 1987 by Princess Margaret. At the hub of it all is the swimming pool. There's various activities such as the water aerobics and aquanatal. It's a warm water 20-metre pool and it's very suitable for older people and the youngsters as well. As well as that, we've got the 3 squash courts, 2 glass back, 1 enclosed. We've got the fitness room, aerobics room, which we have a packed aerobics timetable which include Zumba, which is the latest sort of Latin American dance craze. Dalton Leisure Centre, I think, is a compact, family-friendly leisure centre with a lot to offer a wide range of people, not just the local community, but holiday makers come here and they'll all get a good welcome. And after or before they go in for the sessions, the swimming or after, there's a lovely lounge cafe there where Dawn will serve you all the healthy homemade soups or whatever you want.
Clarence House Country Hotel and Restaurant in the ancient capital of Furness is one of the area's longest standing hotels and fine dining experiences. A traditional family-run hotel and restaurant, Clarence House is a place for all seasons. With its large conservatories, gardens and a unique on-site chapel for weddings, the hotel and restaurant is busy all year round. From the joys of spring and summer to a winter wonderland at Christmas, Clarence House prides itself on its attention to detail and its ability to create a haven from the hustle and bustle of modern life. The 18-room hotel is popular with tourists and businessmen and women, and is perfectly placed for those that wish to explore Furness and the South Lakes region. The well-stocked bar with its range of fine wines and malt whiskies is open to guests and non-residents, but it's the restaurant for which Clarence House is best known. From afternoon teas and lunches to dinner, gourmet dining and its ever-popular set menu packages, Clarence House is one of Furness's top picks whatever the occasion. Heading from Dalton towards Barrow-in-Furness is Low Hall Farm, a caravan site and Victorian farmhouse bed and breakfast accommodation. The farmhouse has 3 extremely spacious ensuite rooms with modern facilities and a full Sky TV package in the guest lounge. The caravan site is set in a peaceful location below Kirby Moor, with exceptional views across the Duddon Estuary and Furness Fells, and benefits from a centrally heated shower block with full disabled access. Low Hall Farm is a perfect location for those looking for a peaceful getaway in this overlooked corner of the South Lakes.
We're stood quite high up at our main office at Cumbria-in-Furness, looking onto the beautiful national park, which we're very proud to be part of for well over a century now. What we try to do is understand, when people come to our showroom, if they're looking at, say, a kitchen worktop, what sort of markings and colours they want to see. And we try to select from the quarry to meet with that as best as we possibly can. And this is where the knowledge and experience of our quarrymen and our production people help us to know where to select that rock. We don't blast in the quarry, we tease the stone away from the face of the quarry to ensure that as little of it is damaged as possible, and we try to maximise the usage of that rock.
There's probably hundreds of years of work gone into creating what you see here. We've got some good lads that they've been doing it a long time. Some of them it's been passed down through generations, you know, and it's been passed on the skills.
We're very proud of our traditions, and having local people who have a passion about the stone, where it comes from, how it's processed, we think is pretty important to how Burlington goes about its business. Most of the stone's been there for somewhere between 350 and 450 million years, and we feel we have a responsibility to ensure that when it comes out of the ground, it's got a beautiful quality that's going to last for a long time. So wherever it goes, it's got to be right.
We're at the High Cross Inn, Barrow-in-Furness. We're on the top of a hill overlooking the Duddon Valley and the estuary. All of our bedrooms have similar views to the dining room, which is panoramic. And on a summer's day, you really can't beat sitting outside on the patio. The dining room seats 70 people. We have a very wide variety of food. One of our signature dishes is the Cumbrian chicken, which we sell masses of. We have giraffes, which are great for social drinking, where you get a big tube of beer, which has 8 pints in it in the middle of the table, which is lovely if you're on a night out. But because we have live music and lots of other things going on, we get a lot of people coming in for the real ales, for the food. And for things like the Broughton Beer and Bangers Festival, there's 7 pubs and you've got over 100 beers, you know, to come and sample over 3 days, which is quite a good pastime. Well, Broughton is a population of just over 900 people. We've got 4 pubs directly in Broughton. So it's a great atmosphere. The locals are lovely. They were a fantastic help with me when I came in here because there was so much work to do on the place. And a lot of our visitors say how lovely the local people are and what a friendly atmosphere it is.
Right on the square is the aptly named Square Cafe. Serving tea, coffee and hearty breakfasts, it's a place where locals like to pop in for a chat and sample one of their many special soups or relax outside in the sun. The square is home to Broughton Tourist Information Centre, where you can expect excellent advice from its team of dedicated volunteers. Just next door is Beswick's restaurant. Here you can expect high quality food from the a la carte menu, served in what can only be described as a charming, relaxed environment created by hosts Christine and David. With service over 2 floors and a midweek bistro menu, it's the perfect place for a special occasion and one not to miss on your next visit to Broughton.
The nice thing about Broughton is that it holds on to its history and they've still got the stocks, so if you misbehave, you know. We've got Charter Day, which you know, everybody gets a free drink on the town, so you get something back for paying your taxes, which is lovely. But it is really nice, and you know, everybody knows everybody else, but equally everybody's happy to see new people, you know, and they all appreciate that. You know, towns like this, if you've got 4 pubs, you need people coming in to help those 4 pubs stay where they are.
Near the border with Furness is the market town of Ulverston.
When you walk around Ulverston, it's clear that it grew up and evolved over a long period of time. You're going to see cobbled streets, you're going to see little back alleyways and ginnels that have their footprint way back, hundreds of years back. And you're going to see the place exactly as you know, our grandparents would have seen it. It hasn't changed at all in terms of the streetscape. There's an outdoor market on a Thursday and a Saturday. They're very much worth a visit. There's an indoor market in a grand Victorian building which is open 5 days a week. There's a real mixture of shops, really interesting, quirky, individualistic places run by people who are experts at what they do and are going to make you welcome. A famous son of Ulverston was Stan Laurel. People come from all over the country to see the place where he was born, and in his honour we've erected a statue of him and Oliver Hardy just outside of the Coronation Hall. Every day people stand and have photographs taken of themselves by the statue.
With its range of parades and festivals that take place throughout the year, Ulverston markets itself as the festival town, with highlights being the Dickensian Festival, the Lantern Procession and the Summer Carnival Parade.
What's so good about Ulverston Carnival? Have you been before?
Magnificent. Once before, great weather, great carnival.
Where have you come from to watch it?
Manchester.
You've come all the way from Manchester
Especially
to watch
from Manchester,
it?
yeah.
So how did you first discover the Ulverston Carnival?
From the Dickensian Festival. We've come twice now.
So you're Ulverstonians at heart then, basically?
Oh, well, yes.
Ulverston has a particularly good reputation for its nightlife.
My name's Roger Chataway. I've been in Ulverston for 25 years, starting at the Rose and Crown. The Rose and Crown presently is a very traditional pub. Log fires, slate floors, oak beams. Has a good selection of wines and real ales. The kids organise events themselves in there. A huge beer garden at the back. But it also has a good food following. Moving on to the Farmers, which was a dream. It's in the centre of Ulverston, right at the heart of the market town. It's a meeting place. In the mornings, there's a lot of people who meet for coffee and we'll have our tea time drinkers, our evening meal diners. We are known as an information centre as well. Anybody arriving in Ulverston normally asks where to go for something to eat or what to do, and they normally say there's only one place, and that's the Farmers.
Overlooking the town is the Sir John Barrow Monument, which was restored and reopened in 2010 with the help of money raised by the townsfolk. It has been symbolic to Ulverstonians since 1850 and signals to the people of the Furness Peninsula that they're home again. Heading south out of Ulverston is the Coast Road scenic route to Barrow, with open countryside and views out over Morecambe Bay. Along the route is Baycliff, home to the 300-year-old Farmers Arms public house. Here you'll find open fires, hand-drawn ales, and hearty food in a friendly atmosphere where the locals will welcome you to their regular quiz nights.
What was surprising to me, and I guess most people who don't know the area well, was the kind of strength of the cultural environment here. Whether it's street festivals, town festivals, there's the International Music Festival in Ulverston, you've got the Coronation Hall, you've got the Forum in Barrow, there's many kind of small theatres and art displays and festivals the whole way across Cumbria. It's fantastic. I guess what we as a company have to offer people who want to come and work in the area is we have the opportunity and the challenge of working on one of the most complex engineering projects in the world at the moment, combined with all that goes on with the Lake District and the surrounding areas in terms of the culture, the food, the walking, the outdoor pursuits, all of that's there. So the work-life balance is just fantastic, and certainly that's what's appealed to me coming in.